I'm Nate. This is Shenanigans. This is my channel, and we do car stuff. Well, I do car stuff. He's a terrible helper. Great companion, terrible helper. What's up, friends and other car people? For today's video, I just want to do something a little bit different. I just want to go through my whole car and give you kind of a quick rundown of what condition it was in when I got it, so how it started, and then what I've done so far, and stuff that I want to do in the near future, give you an idea of projects coming up on the channel. So let's do this. I guess I'll start with a brief history of my Miata. I dug up some pictures to show you its beginnings. I bought the car wrecked back in 2016. The previous owner had slid it into a pole and damaged the driver's fender, hood, front bumper, and headlight, at least as far as I could see when I looked at it. The car was pretty clean aside from the wrecked area and mostly stock with only 80,000-ish miles. Because of the damage and not knowing its full extent, I was able to get a pretty good deal on it, so I picked it up and brought it home. I pulled the front end apart to assess the damage. I could see that the pole had missed the frame, which was great, and aside from the obvious exterior damage, it crumpled some sheet metal and destroyed the upper tie bar. I cut out the crumpled metal from the inner fender area and welded in a piece from another Miata shell that I had, and then I did my best to drill out the spot welds of the old tie bar and replaced it with a new one. This type of work was all new to me, and I don't really want to do it again, but it was a cool experience, and I'm stoked to say that I did it myself. So starting with the wheels are Clutch brand ML7. They're 17 by 9s all the way around with a plus 15 offset in the front and a 0 offset in the rear. The car is on air suspension. The bag setup is by Trueheart with Airlift 3P management. I run two Viair 444 compressors. Like I said, Airlift 3P management. And then I believe it's a 5-gallon tank. The trunk floor is just a piece of wood that I cut, sanded, and stained. The rest of the trunk is definitely not finished, but instead of finishing it how it is, I'm going to change it up a little bit. The body kit's basically the same body kit that everybody with a stancy, drifty type Miata seems to run. This one is by VS Aero. Another big manufacturer is KBD. Their kit is really cool. It's all made out of polyurethane, so it's super flexible and a lot harder to break. I actually thought about switching to their kit. The only thing I don't like about theirs is the rear bumper. This rear bumper has the angle upwards, whereas the KBD one just comes straight down, and I just don't like the looks of that one as much. The fenders are by AIT. They actually have two vents. One's down there hidden by the side skirt, and then these fender gills, as I are not part of the fenders. I came up with those and made those. So when I got the car in its wrecked state, it needed a driver's side pop-up headlight. Basically the lid and the motor were destroyed when it was wrecked. So instead of just replacing it, of course I came up with some weird idea and thought up these headlight buckets. I made a cardboard template and then I brought it to my buddy Seth, who is a metal worker. Shout out to Seth, or as I call him, the Metal Wizard. So yeah, I brought him the cardboard template and the car, and he used his metal wizardry skills and took my funky idea and made it happen. He made exactly what I gave him. They're not 100% yet because my design is definitely flawed. The headlights have to sit on these risers so they get over the top of this lip, and that's something I want to change up. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. The headlights are diode dynamic light bars. Now moving back to the rear, the roof spoiler is just a cheap eBay roof spoiler. The ducktail spoiler is by Auto Connection, who I believe is actually out of business now. The taillights are just clear taillights, chrome housing by CJ Motoring. They're fully loaded with LED bulbs from Super Bright LEDs. The third brake light just has an LED bulb in it and then a strobe module. And then of course I have the obnoxious blast pipe. It's not too terribly loud because I do have a muffler and a resonator, but it looks ridiculous. And I like it. Performance wise, I don't have anything other than a header and an exhaust that me and a buddy made. I'm not even going to show you under the hood because it's disgusting right now. Originally I did a full straight pipe, catless, just header, 2 1/4 inch all the way back, and it was awful. The worst exhaust ever. At 5 miles an hour at very low RPMs, it was deafening loud. It was horrible. So I put in a pretty good sized Magnaflow muffler and a vibrant resonator, and now it's got a pretty decent tone. Someday down the road I might change it up. Thought about trying to figure out how to do duals. Kind of always want to do 2 blast pipes. Maybe a little overkill, but this whole car is kind of overkill. The interior is fairly stock. It was in pretty good condition when I got it. I deleted the passenger side airbag and did a VIP tray built into the dash. It was stained the same color as the trunk floor, and then I tried something different and doing a marble vinyl wrap, which didn't work out, as you might be able to see. I have a whole nother video on that. Check that out. I'll try to put a link in the description. I also have another video on this, the stereo. It is a Kenwood Bluetooth amplifier and controller. The amplifier hangs out in the glove box, and then it just streams music off my phone. I have a slammed enough shift knob, which is absolutely impossible to keep clean. Probably want to change that out soon. A Grip Royal steering wheel, which I absolutely love, even though I beat the crap out of it. I've gotten into my car now a couple of times, totally forgetting that I had a pocket knife with a pocket clip on it, and rubbed against the steering wheel, and it just stripped the finish right off. Oh, I almost forgot. The whole outside is wrapped in 3M satin white pearl vinyl wrap, which I hate. It has been nothing but problems since the beginning. The vinyl wrap was the one thing I did not do myself. I don't know whether it's the vinyl or the install, but the rear bumper's been wrapped twice now, and both times it splits at this seam. The installer told me that it was because it was an unpainted body kit and the vinyl didn't want to stick to gel coat. So I actually had the bumper, I had peeled the wrap off, had the bumper painted, brought it back to them. They still couldn't get it. Decided to use 2 pieces of vinyl and seam it, and it's still not sticking. The vinyl's pretty much done for, I think. It's got stains on it. I don't know if this will pick it up, but it's got drip lines that run down the side of it. I've tried to get them out. I have no luck. So in the very near future, a paint job is something that I am really striving for. I'm gonna try to get any custom body stuff done that I want to do. I kind of want to change up some stuff and make it a little bit more of my own, and then I would like to take it and get it painted. Not even like a fancy expensive paint job, just a cheap paint job, gloss white, something I can buff and shine up a little bit and call it a day. So for the next projects, I'm going to be working on the front end. I want to change up the whole body kit and just kind of make it more of my own, since so many people have this style of kit. but I'm going to start off with the front end. A big thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this lip. The headlights sit on risers, so they clear this. I want to get rid of this and cut the bumper and have a flat shelf that comes out so the light can sit lower. The worst part of the fiberglass on this kit is right through here is super wavy. And there is a front bumper duct that I've always wanted anyways. It's basically a hole that goes right here in between your turn signals. So I think I'm gonna do that. It'll cut out a lot of the wavy fiberglass, and then I think it'll look sweet. I've never seen one on this body kit. I've only seen them on factory bumpers, so that'll be something different. Another thing I want to do is maybe some sort of front splitter. I know that's like a big trend right now, is bumper lips with splitters attached on splitters, and I don't really get it, but I'd like to do some sort of splitter with winglets on the sides and just make it look a little bit more like it's supposed to be there rather than it's just bolted there like a lot of them. Hey, so I think that about does it. Basically just an overview of where the Miata came from and what it is now, and then even what I got coming up in the near future. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you like my car, please hit the like button. If you don't like my car, still hit the like button. If you're into this sort of thing, like DIY car projects and car culture and stuff like that, please consider subscribing. If you hit the notification bell, it'll let you know anytime I come out with something new. And in the meantime, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.